Good evening, Netherworldies. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. Alright, you guys. So you guys know that basically what I do is I answer things on the internet all day and come here to YouTube to basically sum up what I've been doing and answer the questions on YouTube. Now, my YouTube audience is mainly grown adults, mature people and stuff like that. My audience online is people of all ages. I get everybody from teenagers to mature adults. What I'm getting is people from all ages not knowing what to do, not being able to take social cues when somebody doesn't want to go out with them, or not knowing how to turn somebody down that they don't want to go out with. Alright, there's so many things that we can do in these situations, you guys. Okay, you need to start looking for little clues that somebody likes you. Okay, if you're female and a guy's hanging around you all the time and he's not gay, I think you should know he probably is interested in you. Okay, we all have these, guys who are friends, but if a guy's hanging around you all the time, he's probably interested in you. Okay, we need to think like adults. If you're a grown woman and you have some guy hanging around you all the time, he's a guy, he's hanging around you, you're female, there's a reason he's hanging around you all the time, okay? That is a guy's motivation, alright? So, if you are not interested in anything more than a friendship, you need to do little things to kind of keep him in the friend zone, okay? So he doesn't pursue it any further, alright? Because if you're a little too friendly or anything like that, he's going to, push the boundary a little bit. He's going to end up trying to kiss you. Okay, because he's going to take your friendliness for something else, because that's just the way guys think. He's going to try to take advantage of the situation because you're not putting up those little barriers there, okay? Because his motivation for getting close to you is to get closer to you, okay? So that's why guys make friends with women, because they want something more out of the situation. And I'm just being completely honest, okay? So what you're going to need to do if you're not attracted to that guy is just do little things to friend zone him a little bit. Just call him bro and bruh and dude and stuff like that. And just, you're like a big brother to me, and say things like that. And tell him about guys you like. Okay, because, that's, and, it may irritate him a little bit. Okay, but that it's also going to put him in his place. Okay, and guys, if you are in a situation like that where you're around a woman who's doing those things to you, you need to take the hint. Okay, don't hang around her hoping that she's going to all of a sudden open her eyes and realize that you're the guy she's been looking for her whole life. Okay, the reason she's doing those things to you is because she does not see you as any kind of boyfriend material. Okay, she's going to vent her emotions to you. She's going to say you're like a big brother to me and all that. It's because she's friend zoning you. Okay, she, even if, she's crying on your shoulder, she's hugging you, you're doing all these things, you're emotionally investing in her, that's not going to get you into her pants. It is never going to work. Okay, you've already established yourself as the friend, and she's never going to see you as anything more than that. Okay, so it's not going to work. Alright, so there's a reason, she's venting to you and doing all these things. It's because she's not interested in you. Okay, she sees you as safe. Okay, so, and she's just doing that because she's not interested in you. Okay, so that's a dynamic that goes on when she doesn't want you to be the boyfriend. Okay, so ladies, you need to do that when you don't want the guy to be the boyfriend. You're letting him know, this is a friend zone situation. So guys, when a lady's doing that, and you do not enter that situation trying to get closer to her, trying to get her into bed, trying to get her to be your girlfriend, okay? Because you're being false. You're being a nice guy. you're doing all these things for the wrong reasons, okay? And it's wrong of you to do that. So don't ever pretend to be a woman's friend because you want more. Be a friend because you want to be your friend, okay? But never do that because you're trying to get more out of the situation, because it is not going to happen. It's not going to happen that way, and you're just going to end up, with a lot of pent-up sexual frustration, and she's not going to give you any. Okay, because that's kind of how that dynamic works. All right, now guys, here's the thing. Some women, like the woman at the coffee shop, or somewhere else you go every day, she's being friendly to you, so you ask her out and she says no. Okay, the reason she's being friendly to you, it's because that's her way of doing customer service. Okay, she's just trying to get a tip, not that kind of tip. Okay, she's serving you coffee, she's doing whatever. I used to be a barista. I used to smile and do this and do that and give people their coffee. They used to flirt with me, and I just used to be like, what? They used to try to ask me out. This is when I was with my first husband. I used to just get really annoyed and frustrated because I was just, there to make my money. Okay, I was just being super friendly because that was part of my job. Okay, that is part of your job when you are serving the public, is to be all smiles and to be, this and to be that, and do all this customer service stuff, and I would get asked out and all these kind of things. Okay, that's not why people in hospitality are being nice to you. It's because they're in hospitality. Okay, and if the lady happens to be pretty, she's not flirting with you. She's in hospitality. That's part of the job of being in hospitality. Okay, baristas, when they're smiling and being nice to you and they happen to be pretty, they're not flirting with you. You wish they were, but that is part of their job. Waitresses, when they're smiling and being nice to you, they want you to give them a big tip. Okay, they don't make a whole lot. So they're hoping that you're going to give them a generous tip, because waitressing is really hard work. It's the worst, okay? I mean, even as a barista, that was really hard work. You don't think it is, but it is. And waitressing, I could never do that job, okay? But those ladies are trying to make tips. That's why they're being so friendly. Anybody in hospitality is being super, super friendly because they really want you to tip them and stuff like that, okay? They're not trying to get you to ask them out. That's why they're being super, super friendly to you and, giving you things. And is there anything else I can do to make your day better, sir? Okay, they're not flirting with you. They don't like you that way. Okay, so don't ask them out. I mean, because they probably are married and have 4 kids at home. Real talk. Okay? They've probably been with the same guy for 20 years. Okay? So that's what's going on there. All right, so don't take it if a woman is smiling at you, making eye contact with you, that she's flirting with you. No, maybe she just has nice manners, or maybe she's trying to, that's her job. Maybe she's just a pleasant person. Okay, some people just believe in going around smiling and being a ray of sunshine all the time. Some people are just happy like that. Or maybe they're the kind of person, the minute they don't smile, somebody goes, smile! And makes a big deal out of the fact that they're not smiling. You know what I mean? So they just go around smiling all the time because they're tired of everyone telling them to smile all the time. So they just, or they get tired of people asking them what's wrong all the time. So they just go around smiling all the time. It's really insane being a woman, because the minute you're not smiling, everybody asks you what's wrong. Honey, what's wrong? And they just bother you. So you just go around smiling all the time because you're tired of people asking. Okay, so that woman is not flirting with you. I'm letting you know that right now. Okay, here's the thing. Ladies, I want you to realistically assess how attractive you are. Now, this is not an exercise in being conceited, but I want you to compare yourself to everybody around you who's your age and who kind of looks like you. Okay, so I want you to compare the people, maybe everybody at work, or everybody in your neighborhood, or everybody your age, or whoever compares to you. Okay, just compare yourself to whoever might be your competition, or whoever is in your league, okay? Just compare yourself to everybody else. If you are above average compared to everybody else like you, you need to realize you're attractive, okay? So once you realize that you're attractive or very attractive, you really need to start practicing what you're going to say to people to turn them down. All right? You need to practice how to turn people down anyway. But once you realistically realize you're attractive, this doesn't mean you need to go around and be like, I'm so fine. No, you don't need to be like that. But I mean, once you realistically realize you're attractive, you need to take responsibility for it. Take responsibility for the fact that you're attractive. Okay? If God has blessed you and you're looking really good, you need to figure out how to turn people down without hurting their feelings. Okay? Figure it out. And being honest about it. Okay? Don't give people stupid reasons. Just realistically turn them down. And don't say things like, oh, you're a nice guy, but... or those are silly things people say in high school. Those are silly things people who don't know what they're doing say. Just, say, I really vibe with you on a friend level, but I just don't see us like that. That is a really straightforward thing to say. I just don't see us like that. And if he keeps trying to insist, I really don't want our friendship ruined by you keep asking me out. I feel like our friendship's going to be ruined if you keep asking me out, so please stop asking me out. This really puts a damper on our friendship that you keep asking me out, and I'm going to have to ask you to stop. So you're being assertive that he needs to stop asking you out. That he's really, killing the buzz here. So you're telling him that he needs to stop asking you out. Okay? And that, you really have a good friendship vibe going, but you don't feel like you have an attraction to him. So you're letting him know that you're not attracted to him. So you're not, you're letting him know that there's like no chance in the future. You're not leading him on. And you're realistically letting him know that you're not attracted to him. Okay, so this is you not being a tease, and this is you telling the truth. It's okay to be honest with people. Okay? Because that's how life goes. You're not attracted to everybody. This is you not lying to somebody. Okay? This is you being dead honest with somebody. This is you not lying. This is you not leading somebody on. Okay? But this is also you not being assertive and letting somebody know it's not okay to keep bothering me. Okay? This particular gentleman needs to move on and ask somebody else out. Okay? You're letting him know I'm willing to be friends with you, but that's it. All right? So you're being assertive about it, but you're being a grown-ass woman about it. All right? But really, if you're attractive, you need to know it, and you need to act accordingly. You need to not, give silly little excuses, weak little excuses, because the thing about men, if they sense weakness, they're going to keep bothering you. Because that's how men are. If they sense any kind of weakness, they're going to try to exploit it. Because that's how men think. So if they sense any kind of weakness, any kind of reticence, any little thing like that, they're going to keep at you about it. So you need to be very direct. All right, because that's what men respect. They respect directness, honesty, and knowing that there's just no chance. So they need to stop. All right, because the more attractive you are, the more aggressive they're going to be about it. Okay, and also knowing that you're attractive. This is what people do when you are super attractive. There's something called limerence. What they're doing is they're building you up in their mind to something that you absolutely are not. They're assigning traits to you that are not realistic. Okay, so they're thinking things about you that aren't true. Okay, so they have all these things in their mind about you that are absolutely not true because they're doing too much fantasizing. All right, and that's what they do when you are visually appealing to them. So they are doing a bunch of fantasizing about you, so you want to make sure that you shut that down right away and say no as soon as you possibly can, and make sure that it's clear, concise, and a definite no. Okay, so you have the responsibility to do that as soon as possible, make it as clear as possible, and you don't have to be mean about it. You just have to make sure that the point comes across. Okay, you don't have to be mean. You know, just make sure that there's no mixed message there. All right. But if you know you're very attractive, that's the more attractive you are, the more direct you need to be. Okay. So, and guys, just because a woman's being friendly does not mean she's flirting. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to have to say that again. Okay. Don't say she was leading me on. No, she wants a tip. Okay. Okay. So, no more acting like we're in high school. We need to get our social skills up there. Okay. Even if you are not very attractive, you still need to learn to turn a guy down using a little common sense, using a little sensitivity. Men do not understand anything but directness. Do not say you're a nice guy, but just be direct about it. I'm not feeling that kind of vibe with you. Okay? I just feel a friendship vibe with you. I'm not attracted to you that way. You just got to say it that way. And I mean, it sounds mean, but that's what they understand. Okay? So, I think that's all I really have to say about that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. And I will see you in the next content. Good night, other worldies.